Yesterday was one of those days that you didn't even have to look at the charts. It had ups and downs. I saw some people freaking out, and I want to touch on that briefly because while people were freaking out, we actually saw one of the largest days in history, and it definitely was the largest day of 2025. There are a few other things we need to talk about in this video. ADA is still perfectly playing into structure, and we're going to talk about, where things may be headed from here. So if you guys are new or haven't already, make sure you hit that subscribe button down below, hit that bell. It's free to do. It'll keep you updated anytime there's new content live here on the channel. So yeah, ADA's sitting, right at about 71.20 at the time of filming this video. I mean, we're fighting this 200-day moving average. That's not surprising. And, ADA keeps attempting a breakout here. This is a great spot to be. It doesn't always work out. Understand that sometimes we'll get a little bit of a fake out and then rejection. We'll fight this, we'll get a drop, but we'll just have to be patient and wait and watch and see how this plays out. The good news is that although we had a drop down to about 68 cents yesterday and people were freaking out, we had a subsequent bounce back all the way up to about 73 cents, trying to break out here as well. And although we returned back to the mean, we're starting off on a green candle day again, overseas money, moving the charts to the upside. Great sign. And the thing I have to say is there will be chop, guys. There will be ups and downs. There will be some retail capitulation. It's not really a surprising thing at this point. We should know better by now. And frankly, what we're still doing, guys, is we are still playing into this Wyckoff accumulation model. And I'm just going to get this lined up just to give people some context to where we're at. We're in this LPS phase. We're waiting for this next extension, and understand that there doesn't even have to be a certain time frame on this. This could take place, sometime in the next few days. It could happen next week, next month. Well, next week, or this week is next month. This month is just blown by, guys. But that's where we're at right now. We're prepping for this next leg. And again, tomorrow is probably going to be a big determination. It'll set a very distinct direction for where we're headed in the short term. If it's good news, guys, if it's good GDP, good PCE, good jobs report, I would expect us to have a nice breakout to the upside. Now, understand that ADA isn't doing these things alone. All right. Yesterday, the reason why ADA dropped is BTC dropped down to, I think the lower 93K range, mid 93K range. Anyways, down into that range, and it drugged the market with it. Everything was going red, and then it bounced back. It's not surprising stuff. And I think what is getting very obvious right now is that the large entities want to send the market, and a lot of retail is going to get caught, and that's okay. And the reason why I'm saying this is we actually saw another huge inflow day in terms of institutional money, $591 million. All right. It would have marked the third largest day over the last week and a day here. All right. So big days taking place. But I think what's even more important is what BlackRock's doing, because they actually had their second largest day of accumulation ever. All right. Almost $1 billion worth of BTC bought themselves. It marks the largest day of 2025. And I think we're seeing a very direct trend shift here. And it's something that I think a lot of people are sleeping on. That's okay. They can do whatever the hell they want. All right. The reason why we're looking at this stuff is because if you look at just the charts, you tend to get very confused. You tend to miss the big things that are in fact taking place. Now, something else that happened as well that I think is actually a big deal that probably isn't really impacting the market right now is USDC actually just issuer Circle just received approval to operate as a money services provider in Abu Dhabi. That's actually a pretty big development. Starting to see the bridge between Web 2 and Web 3, and some of these major stablecoin issuers are actually taking big steps forward right now. And guys, this is how you start to get the masses into the crypto market. So we're seeing that start to be pushed right now. What was something that was exciting as well is CoinMarketCap has officially removed the bots from the community sentiment rankings. So Cardano is now ranked number 1 amongst the top 10 assets by real organic community support with 974,000 votes. We're actually at 89% approval. You wouldn't know that looking at the comments in the videos or the sentiment on Twitter. But frankly, that stuff doesn't matter. That's just the people that are loudest. The people that are going to be the loudest are always going to be the ones that are pissed off and tired of waiting. I've seen tons of people, again, still just giving things deadlines. And, people can do what they want. It's kind of funny because I saw some people saying, oh, yeah, something needs to happen by the end of April or I'm going to dump. Well, the charts are showing that probably right as we get into May, things are going to go on a bit of a run. Now, there are no guarantees in crypto. Nobody knows what's going to happen for sure. But, we're in a great spot right now. The biggest thing I can say is just be patient. Again, probably not a crazy amount happening today. Maybe someone tries to force the market's hand one way or the other, but for the most part, I think a lot of people are just going to be waiting to digest what takes place tomorrow. You know, tomorrow will be big, Friday will be big, and then we'll see what the FOMC meeting brings next week. But I just wanted to share that with you guys. I appreciate you as always. I still have my long positions open. I did open up a shorter term long position that's down just a little bit this morning. We'll see obviously where that ends up, but my big one's still up 154%. If you guys do want to obviously check out, BTCC or Margex, there are links in the description below. You can earn up to $10,000 in deposit and trading bonuses. So some pretty exciting stuff there. I understand that there is risk that comes with leverage, but probably going to be pretty boring today, be honest with you guys. I'm going to see what stuff we need to talk about, but just be prepared for some blah before some one way or the other. So have a great day. Show your love below. Catch you guys in the next one. Take care.